Damage Control is over. Bayley chooses IYO SKY as her WrestleMania opponent. Are you crying? I am. Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley booked for Elimination Chamber. Becky Lynch qualifies for Elimination Chamber match. The Viruosa taps out Taya Valkyrie with those little boot taps. Serena Deep is back with more interesting locks. And Lola Vice cashes in only to fail, winning NXT Women's Championship. Wah, wah, wah. Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell. This is DS and this is Women's Wrestling Weekly. We are officially on the road to WrestleMania. And yes, WWE took down my Royal Rumble review, which I'm so freaking pissed about. But also we've got just so many juicy content from Royal Rumble, all the interviews. But I know you guys are all asking, we also got interviews in my vault, which I will be editing coming soon. So we got great content coming to Ring the Bell, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And let's jump right into SmackDown. SmackDown was so good this week, like holy shit. So first, we see Bayley's big night announcing her opponent at WrestleMania, and before the segment, we see WWE Women's Champion IYO SKY with the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Asuka and Kairi Sane talking shit about Bayley, saying that she's definitely not going to be Rhea Ripley, but also she's not going to be IYO SKY either. And as they were leaving the room, we see Bayley back there listening. She was definitely listening, catching them red-handed, and we see Bayley coming out with IYO, Kairi, Asuka to finally make the decision in ring. And Bayley says she's here for a different fight this WrestleMania. Fight that's more personal than championship, and she speaks to IYO and Asuka and Kairi in Japanese. Sorry, that was Korean. She said, "Watashi wakaru yo," which means I understand. Yeah, that was gag city when she spoke in Japanese. I feel like that has happened to me more so lately. Like non-Koreans surprising me with their Koreans they picked up from K-dramas and K-pop, and I'm like, "뭐라고?" It's also kind of reminded me of like Gail Kim gagging Maurice with her little French situation. And then Bayley gets emotional, saying, like, "What happened to us, Damage Control? We used to love each other. We were rooting for you. I was rooting for you." With people chanting Bayley so hard. And then Asuka and Kairi start beating down Bayley, but Bayley is so smart, she expected the attack, so she pulls out a steel pipe that she was hiding in the stairs, fighting back the tag champions, and we got this dramatic face-off with the ex-best friend, IYO SKY. I really give props to Bayley because honestly, this was probably one of the best, if not the best, face turn I've ever seen. Stellar storytelling, and yeah, we joke about how Damage Control sucked and lose all the time, but we've been with them for so long. We saw them on and off TV, how much they care for each other, love each other. It was truly heartbreaking to see Damage Control break up like this. I could really feel Bayley's emotion here because she's the one that pitched to bring IYO and Dakota at the SummerSlam to main roster. So I was like really emotionally invested into this. Bayley honestly did so good. Like we saw her grow so good, like mastering the heel, so comfortable as heel. So much so that I thought I'd never see her as babyface again, but she did it here. She has me over so much. I'm on Team Bayley. Incredible. And IYO with Asuka and Kairi did Sugoi job too. Like they look like those cool girls that are too cool for me to even talk to them, even want to look at them. Like they're so cool that I can't even breathe same air with them, but I also want them to love me. Just incredible segment. I love this so much, and I'm really excited for this storyline. I'm also pleasantly surprised they pulled the trigger right away. Usually WWE likes to like tease it for like weeks, so I hope they have like segments and matches all planned out for months to come till WrestleMania, because we have some time till WrestleMania. Also, I'm curious like where was Dakota and like where is she gonna land in this? She was conveniently missing from the segment. So who is she gonna align with? Does Bayley need to go through Dakota first at Elimination Chamber, or will she be added to the WrestleMania match as Damage Control triple threat? I'm very intrigued about this. I also love that some of you are so keen with these stuff, how Bayley was wearing all white at the SummerSlam where Damage Control first was introduced, it was started, and she was also wearing all white here at the end of Damage Control. It was so poetic. And backstage, we see Naomi and Tiffany Stratton freshly signed by Daddy Nick Aldis, who is going to adopt me with Mickie James, joining SmackDown roster. Blue Brand is looking so strong with these two additions, and I guess Nick is also meeting with Jade Cargill to try to really just squash Raw with amazing star power in the roster. I also love Jade's acting choices. Like, is this a good time? Like, it's a good time.
Is now a
Very straightforward acting. And while Bianca, Shotzi, and Mia were celebrating Naomi's return to WWE, Tiffany's like, this is Tiffy time, ma'am, and just slaps the heck out of Mia for no reason. Kind of reminds me of the time when Trish randomly slapped Candice, but Mia is no Candice Michelle. She's pissed as hell. She's like, not on the second day of Black History Month. So guess who's Tiffany's first main roster opponent is?
Allow Mia. And that's Mia.
I have to do that. I love that meme so much. It is Mitchin Mia Yim, and I love that she was so pissed coming into this match. She was ragdolling Tiffany, and Tiffany looked so good here with that blue pink gear, perfect for the SmackDown debut. I love that Tiffany is like really running with this. What time it is? It's Tiffy time. And she then does this beautiful cartwheel Alabama slam, which I love, and she finishes Mitchin with prettiest moonsault ever, picking up an impressive win. This was a great main roster call-up. I'm so satisfied. SmackDown is stacked right now with star power. I'm really curious what's next for Tiffany and Naomi heading into WrestleMania season. Hint, WWE really needs mid-card titles. Also, Bianca Belair had a bit of an interaction with Logan Paul backstage. Logan Paul was being all rude to her. So what do you think now that Bianca doesn't really have an opponent in sight? Will Bianca as a new reality show star? Can we expect some mainstream star match for Bianca and Montez this year against Logan Paul and some YouTuber or celebrity? It's like a modern day Maria Menounos. So Valentine's Day is coming up, and do you want to smell great for your loved ones? Well, this is for you, because this episode is brought to you by our favorite Dossier. And you know we love Dossier here, because thanks to Dossier, we're smelling great 24/7. So what's my favorite pick right now? It is Musky Gaiac. I'm almost done with it because I use it all the time. It's inspired by Lilibow's Gaiac 10. It's perfect for chilly weather, uniquely smoky and dry with leathery undertones, super sexy and manly, perfect for some Valentine's sexy time. And it smells just like a Lilibow fragrance, but my favorite part is I can get 5 bottles of this for 1 bottle of Lilibow Gaiac 10. I love that I don't need to break my bank getting these designer colognes, because Dossier is all about yes to smelling good, but no to overpaying. There's so much price markup in fragrance business. Dossier is all about clean, ethically sourced, long-lasting high-end perfume within reach. If you're curious about stepping into a new way of consuming perfume, like me, Dossier is here for you. So make sure to use code 10RINGTHEBELL for a discount just for Ring the Bell fam at dossier.co. Thank you, Dossier. On Raw, we start Elimination Chamber qualifying match with the winner challenging Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And for the first match, we got Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler, and this match felt really fresh. If I'm not wrong, I feel like this is their first time going one-on-one since their WrestleMania match, and I think this match was even better than that WrestleMania match. And this was another testament to how good of a storyteller Becky Lynch is. Shayna looked better than ever in a long time. We started out this match with exchange of submission, cure for the clutch, and disarm her being their finishers, and from there we see each other just gunning for their arms. Shayna was a total menace here, pushing Becky to her limit. I also love these like couple of new innovative spots that Shayna was trying, like sticking Becky's hand in that stairs and in her own tights, only for Becky to be like, ugh, this is kind of stupid, let's not do this. She's just like, whatever, I'm not doing this. And at the end, Becky Lynch was able to dodge Shayna's knee and hits manhandle slam on Shayna for the win, heading into Elimination Chamber match for the first time. That manhandle slam was kinda but incredible match as a whole. This really could have been just a qualifying match, but they made it into this like brutal submission battle. I'm very satisfied. Then we see backstage Liv Morgan watching this match, and we learned that she's gonna have a match with Zoe Stark next week for the qualifying match. Liv then says her issue with Rhea has nothing to do with these other girls. This is about her revenge for Rhea Ripley for injuring her. And first of all, she looks so good here. The makeup is on point, and I like that she's making this very personal. She's got a really good point for us to want to watch her go against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. So props to that. Then angry Rhea Ripley comes out. She's pissed as hell that she got absolutely dragged and squashed by Nia Jax last week. She is so freaking pissed, but she's still gonna do her full entrance. Gotta serve the fan the full experience. She's a mommy Teresa for a reason. She then says she doesn't care about this damn qualifying match. She wants Nia Jax right now, right here, so she can rip her bloody head out. Then Adam Pearce comes out to calm mommy down, then books a championship match instead at Elimination Chamber. Then Nia Jax comes out looking amazing, pushes Adam Pearce, and goes on full brawl. Security clears out and everything, but Nia just like does this beast primal scream.
Trying to separate these women.
And squashes Rhea, and all the security team looked so menacing. Nia then hits Annihilator on Rhea, splatting her yet again. Oh, this is gonna be such a good match. Also, I love this addition of Nia Jax's primal screaming. Since Melina did it, someone had to bring it back.
I was in hot water.
And Nia leaves the ring saying, "I'll see you at Perth, baby." We then got Maxine Dupree and Tozawa versus Bahala and Ivar, and oof, this match was bit rough. I don't know, maybe Maxine is in her head after all the criticism from Royal Rumble, and I also saw this like clip floating around all weekend of her messing up a handspring back elbow, and in this match she messed up her two big spots, the sunset flip and handspring back elbow. I felt so bad, and like Valhalla even noticed how far Maxine was and trying to get close to her. At least Maxine nailed that crossbody, and Ivar picks up a win from Tozawa. Unfortunately, this is a girl. Maxine did really get a lot of attention earlier on with her first couple of matches, but last couple of showings have been a little bit sad. You know, consistency is so important in wrestling. Hopefully with some time, Maxine will be more comfortable in the ring, but yeah, and we got the Women's Tag Team Championship, Asuka and Kairi versus Katana Chance and Kaden, and they did like this whole in-ring introduction, making it look very important. The match itself was fine. I actually really like Katana Chance in this match. She looked like she was pissed. She was ready to snatch those titles off of Kabuki Warrior. She was bringing the hit, so I really like that kind of a change. And I love that assisted corner double knee. See, I will make fun of their party characters here and there, but I will never ever take away from how creative they are. I bet they don't even party that much. I can feel that they spend a lot of time in the ring coming up with these innovative tag team moves weekly. Mad props for that, but I don't know if the chemistry wasn't really clicking this night. I also don't think this was Kairi's night. Maybe, I don't know, her new hair. I like the styling, but maybe it was hindering her vision or something. Anyway, Katana and Kaden hits 450 neckbreaker combo, but Kairi breaks the pin. Then Kairi also intercepts keg stand. Then the Kabuki Warriors finishes Katana with inverted DDT and insane elbow combo, retaining the title. I was kind of surprised it got such definitive win over the recent champion, but we also saw the whole backstage filled with tag teams watching this match carefully. So I don't know where this is going, but hopefully we'll get some good storyline heading into WrestleMania. I also do like Asuka and Kairi are booked so strongly, and they're doing something outside of just main championship storyline. But overall, I think this was fine.
Good, not bad.
Let's move to NXT. So on weekly show, we saw Lola Vice defeat Elektra Lopez, sending her away to SmackDown. Lola used a roundhouse kick to defeat Elektra, and I don't know, love how she just does this ass shake any chance she gets. She just won a big feud against her sister turned nemesis. Ass shake, no problem. It's the consistency I love, stratified. And Fallon Henley is helping out Rand Sinclair, who just wants to fit in NXT locker room, and she wants to show the rookie how to do it, only to lose to Ariana Grace, but only because of the interference from Jakara and Lash. Also, Ariana continues to be so entertaining with the fashion, the camp that she brings. I'm very stratified. And then Roxanne Perez defeated Tatum Paxley in singles match, which was a really cute match. I really like how Tatum incorporates her new creepy character into her moves. And we had NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day. We had NXT Women's Championship match, Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez, with Lyra Valkyria looking amazing with the purple feather look, and her gear or hair had like tons of feather decoration, so it was like all over the ring during this match. It looked like someone was cooking chicken in the ring. A lot of people were commenting on Roxanne's gear. It was very simple. It was just red and black lining. I mean, I don't mind it. I guess with like gear games recently getting so intricate and over the top lately with like feathers, pearls, mesh, and everything, this stood out to be so simple. Maybe she wanted to be back to basic. I did think though it was yet another missed opportunity for Roxanne character-wise. I thought she was going to be badass going more of a heel direction, but she came into this arena all smiley, greeting the fans. The match though was really solid. Started out with very technical, fluid back and forth between the two. That second rope moonsault 2 was awesome, and then mid-match Lola Vice runs in with the contract, and I'm like, are you stupid? The match isn't over. You gotta use the contract after the match for the best result. I'm talking kayfabe wise, of course. Yeah, so Lola turns this into a triple threat match, cashing in her contract, and I really liked it. From this point, it was like close call after close call. It was a whole frenzy. People cashing in contracts usually win, but Lola being so green, I was like really not sure if she's gonna pick up a win here. Tatum was also here, great X factor, adding to the unpredictability, and you can see that Lola's green, but I really enjoyed her in this match. This was the first time that I really got to understand her MMA fighting style. I loved the roundhouse kicks and different MMA submission moves. Her Naomi quick kicks were awesome, and I still love that she would shake that ass any random opportunity she gets, which she paid for. And at the end, Roxanne hits Lyra with the pop rocks, but Tatum breaks it, and then Lyra ducks Lola's roundhouse kick and hits Nightwish for the win, retaining the title. Seriously, there were so many spots that I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be it. Oh my god, this is gonna be it. There were so many edge of the seat spots. I was so entertained by it. I'm so satisfied. I feel kind of bad that Lola lost her contract here, but I think this was a great showcase of her ability. There are a lot of immediate champion worthy materials in NXT right now, so I think Lola will need a little bit more reps in her to really get there, but she's a ball of energy, tons of charisma. This was a really, really good showing. By the way, what do you think of Lyra's run as champion so far? I think she's great in the ring, but I still think she's missing like a strong character. Like I can't think of one adjective to describe her. That's like a one thing I'm a little having an issue with, but I do enjoy this Tatum situation. We also got OTM with Jada Parker versus D'Angelo family with Adriana Rizzo for a 6-person tag match. Women were sprinkled in mostly in this match, but this was my first time really seeing Adriana wrestle, and she was mostly just like thrown into places like Cannonball, but hey, I thought it was very entertaining. Jada also had some cute spots using her ass. I think this was a fun match, but I did wish women were featured a little bit more. I did like it though.
Good. Not bad.
Let's move to AEW. On Dynamite, we had the Viruosa Deonna Purrazzo versus Taya Valkyrie, accompanied by her husband, very hot Johnny TV, aka John Morrison. And this was some drag race finale tease. The fashion that both women brought here were top tier, feathers everywhere. Also, AEW Women's Champion Toni Storm was in the commentary. Funny as always, she saw Tony Schiavone back in commentary and was like, what happened to you? And by the end, she has this bit where she faces off with Deonna going all like old school, like this lady is hilarious. And she's just keep calling out Wendy Richter. When is Wendy coming to AEW? Then Deonna pushes Taya into the champion and she's like, did someone piss my chair? I'm like, what is she even alluding to here? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. And Deonna finishes this match with just like really cool, innovative submission and just like folding Taya in half. And like, I really like that how she had to tap like a little boob tapping. I like this addition to her arsenal a lot. This match was fun, satisfied. I'm enjoying this storyline. I think the segment from last week really helped fire this up. The match is officially booked for Revolution, Deonna versus Toni Storm in March. And on Collision, we saw Toni talking about how she's like sick of everyone talking about how like technical Deonna is. So she's gonna book her own public workout to show everyone how technical she is. So I was like, what is gonna be this workout? I'm kind of excited about it. But I guess it's just a match with Red Velvet, which is cool, but like, I don't know. On Rampage, we got Willow Nightingale versus Queen Aminata, and this match again was more about Willow and Stokely, thruple situation. So Stokely is like officially now managing Statlander, but he is not having it with Willow for some reason, and he was forced to hold signs supporting Willow here, and I also loved him clapping. Aminata, as always, was a treat in the ring. I always say that she's great in the ring. She's really great. Love the twerking battle in the beginning, but you know, as much as I love her getting booked and busy, she continues to have no character, no storyline, no motives. She's just there to wrestle. To wrestle great and to lose. It's hard to get behind that. And Willow here picks up a win with Dr. Bomb, and post-match we see Willow get interviewed by Renee Paquette. Then the Outcasts come in with their telenovela drama situation. So the little update is that after Cameron says the reason she kissed Angela Parker was because of Anna Jay, so Ruby and Anna had the match last week, but Anna's like, I didn't do like, you have to check your circle. There's really no follow-up on that this week. I don't know why Ruby's still hanging out with them. Does she still really not know what happened? Then Cameron bites Stokely, setting up the tag match next week. Stokely's actually so good. He's such a good addition to this whole situation. I love him causing so much chaos, infusing life into Stat and the Willow situation. And I'm still waiting for Stat to turn on Willow with Stokely. Oh, she'll be so unstoppable with Stokely on her side. I'm satisfied. Also, Saraya here was just like hilarious. She's like, do I need to have this tag match next week? Is wrestling in my contract? She was just so funny, but I do miss you back in the ring. On Collision, Aminata again had a match, which means she's losing to returning Serena Deep. So I guess her new thing is Deep's Dojo. She had this Deep's dojo flag. She looks happy, she looks vibrant. This was a fun match. I remembered instantly why I enjoyed Serena so much. She brings interesting submission moves like the pendulum one, which was so fun. I don't even know what it's called, like the thing that she did over and over again. Fun. Like she makes wrestling fun. And I always loved the Serena lock. It looks so devastating, and she tapped out Aminata with it. It was great technical match with crisp submissions and fun holds. Aminata, great striker as always. We all know that. But damn, Queen, I mean, I'm not blaming you for being booked and busy, but if you're getting booked twice a week for several weeks now on a TV series, not indie shows, I feel like you should consider showing some like character progression. There's like no sense of like, whoa, my god, I'm really losing every match. Like no frustration, no trying different strategies to win this time. Yes, she brings out great matches every time, but like, why are you here twerking when you just lost like 8 matches in a row? Like, what's going on? I'm satisfied for the great return of Serena Deep and also the potential of the Viruosa versus Serena Deep match. Oh, that's gonna be a dream. And surprisingly, we had a second women's match on Collision. It was Red Velvet versus Vert Vixen. Vert Vixen's not signed. Very predictable match. Red Velvet's winning, which is great because Red never wins. She really doesn't. But really, every damn match lately in AEW are so predictable, it's killing me. But I do love seeing Red victorious here because she definitely needs some momentum since coming back. And you know I love Red Velvet. She's so fun in the ring. The intensity she brings this time, I love it. But damn, she completely missed that finisher, stir it up, spinning heel kick, like completely. Not a great look. I'll just say this was fine.
Good, not bad.
Again, happy for Red for the victory. On TNA Wrestling, we had 2 matches. Knockouts tag champions Decay had a squash match against local competitors. I do miss my goofy Jessica sick thing, was really fun. But I do also love seeing Havoc back in powerhouse form. Like Rosemary also looked menacing with the scary contact lens, and they just quickly took care of the jobbers. And watching this match backstage was ex-champion Masha and Kelly, who are using their rematch clause at No Surrender. But I guess Dani Luna and Jody Threat are also a tag team now, and Jody challenges Masha for a match. And I was like really excited about this match, especially with Masha just bringing every time she's in the ring, and Jody I feel like didn't even scratch the surface. This match was like good, but nothing really stood out for me. Like there was a lot of intensity, which I liked. And at the end, Killer Kelly interferes, grabbing Jody's legs, but Dani takes Kelly out. And using this distraction, Masha hits Jody with roundhouse kick and snowplow for the win. Yeah, I think one thing also is that I really don't think I know Jody Threat as like what character she is in this knockout division, especially meeting Masha, who's so intense and powerful. Jody was kind of in her shadow, so I think this match was fine.
Good, not bad.
And TNA also highlighted Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace's journey to Royal Rumble. She learned about it like that week, so check it out. It's on all of TNA's social media. All right, thank you so much for joining in for another week of Women's Wrestling Weekly. I am busy editing all these freaking interviews I've done. I'm honestly a little flooded, but I'm trying my best. And you can find me on Instagram at DSShin and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter, and I'll see you next time. Bye!